What's up, everybody? Welcome to Huddle, buddies. I'm your co-host, J. Mike, and this is Noah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you were going to say my name or not.
I honestly blanked on your last name, and so that's why I just went with the first name. But
it's okay.
It's Milligan. I know that. It's Milli Vanilli right here.
Oh.
So, welcome. We got a fun day for you. First week of playoff football in the books.
Yes, NFL playoff football.
NFL playoffs, yes.
I think we got to go college first.
Yes, college.
Get college out of the way.
Mm-hmm. What did you think?
I feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for Ole Miss.
I do.
That was a rough. I think they should have won it.
I think they should have.
They were the better team. I think they were. They didn't. Mm-hmm. And that last call should have been PI.
Agree. That's what I knew we were getting to it. That phantom PI call.
Yeah.
You know, it's always weird. Like, you want to let him play in the playoffs, you know, because you're going to have some hand fighting, you know.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's like, you know, he's legitimately on top of him, you know, jumping up, you know. You're not allowed to use him as a ramp, like leapfrog him, you know. Yeah, I agree. PI should have taken. Although, in college, it's not on the 1 yard line. You know,
it's half the distance.
I think it's
to the goal line.
Yeah.
I think it's a half the distance.
It's half the distance or 15 yards. Either way, it's not a gimme.
But still, like that was what? 35-yard pass, ish. They were on like the 30, so that would have been the 15, which is very doable.
And
play.
the way they were playing, very likely they could have got it.
Yeah,
so
almost definitely could have got that. So, I think it really should have been called. I feel bad for Ole Miss. I was rooting for them.
Yeah,
little Southern charm. Yeah. They have that Southern charm to them. That Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm. The Ole Miss, yeah.
The old, really.
Not the old Miss. The Ole Miss. The Ole Miss.
But yeah, dude, Miami championship. Hey, I think it helps, but also kind of hurts as an Aggie fan because it's like, hey, the team we lost to is in the championship.
Yeah, they're a top two team.
So it's like they're a top two team. So it's like, okay, we lost to a top two team.
It wasn't like we fumbled again and we were like, we just like lost it.
But it's also like we only held that top two team to 10 points.
We did.
Only lost by 4.
Lost by 7.
Oh yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it makes it a little better, you know.
So it makes it a little bit better, but also hurts because it's like, man, you know what? That could have been us.
It could have been if we were just better.
Yeah,
you know, which is the story of our lives.
And then you also got to feel for Oregon. Mm-hmm. Getting absolutely mollywopped by Indiana.
I know. Well, they kept the score tied until like the first 5 minutes, you know? Yeah, it was very close for a couple of seconds.
And then Indiana said, you know what?
Till kickoff happened, and then that's when they took it away, you know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Indiana...
They held them to 0 in the coin toss, but then the game started, and
And you got to feel for Oregon. I feel like they had a lot riding for them. Top 4 team at the time.
Yeah.
I think... You know, it's a playoff game coming off some big wins, and it's like, hey, let's at least keep it close, and they did not. Like, that's just difficult for a semifinal game, getting demolished. That hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Because like at least keep it close.
Mm-hmm. They 55-23 finals, 56-23.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was double.
It was rough.
You can't,
especially coming off of last season choking, you know, being the number 1 seed and then choking in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. You know, but they got a young coach. They got one of the younger coaches.
They do.
Dan Lanning. He's got potential though, you know, if he just builds. But he's also 4 years in it.
Yeah,
4 years, right? Yeah.
Hey, you never know with how these coaches are getting tossed out.
Yeah. 4 years is an accomplishment now.
Yeah.
The money that is being... You think NIL's bad. The coaches are like They sign a $100 million deal. And then
they're out the next year.
Next year and they buy them out.
They still have to pay them like $75 million.
Mm-hmm. That's what our tuition goes for. It doesn't go towards degrees. It goes towards...
Paying coaches.
Paying Jimbo Fisher $76 million.
Yeah, I think it's too much for coaches to be paid.
Yeah, too much. Or you need some sort of commitment, you know? Or some sort of thing that's not going to keep the turnover rate, you know?
Yeah. Because, like, the coaches that's guaranteed money for them. Maybe it'd be like, hey, this is not guaranteed. You got to do your work. It's not guaranteed money. I think
or even just, like...
That would really...
Have they not heard of a salary, like, every year you get this much? Like, 5 years, and you get $25 million a year.
Yeah.
If you don't complete it, then that's when it stops.
Yeah.
You would think that the colleges would start putting in contracts like that, but no.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They'll throw money at anything, which is
they will
crazy because you're like, that could be going to a lot more things.
It could be
to help the students learn.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But yeah, honestly, who do you have? Do you have Miami, or you got Indiana with Mendoza, the first overall draft pick?
I'm not gonna lie. Miami been the underdog all playoffs. You know, always been the underdog. Well, they technically were the upper dog. Up dog?
Yeah.
They were the up dog.
Yeah.
Against Ole Miss.
But even then, I think everybody had Ole Miss winning.
Yeah. Even though they were never favored to win the Natty, of course.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see Miami win. But I just don't think anyone can beat Indiana right now.
With how Indiana dealt with Oregon, I think Indiana has it.
Kurt Cignetti has found the rhythm that you need.
Yeah.
You know, I saw this thing, and it was his philosophy on coaching. Like, he doesn't get 5-star recruits. He looks for the old guys who are like 4 or 5 years of experience, and he just brings them in for their last year. Guys like Mendoza, and he wins the Heisman. So it works. A little experience.
Yeah, and that's crazy. He's doing that with no 5 stars, and I think they only have like
3-4 stars, maybe.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, they don't have that many 4 stars.
I think they have 7 blue chip players total. So ranked players.
Yeah, so they do not have many, and it's like you blew Oregon out with no 5 stars, not many blue chips.
Which, if anything, you think that would blow the whole NIL wide open as you realize, hey, you don't need a lot of money if you just are good at recruiting and you can find the right guys and you don't need the flash.
But it's not. I feel like it's not affecting it much, which maybe that's a culture shift we'll see in the next couple of years.
Maybe.
I think if Indiana wins the championship, I think then teams will start looking at that.
Yeah, because like Kirk Cignetti could do exactly what he's done right now with like a $5 million budget total for everyone NIL. Forget about LSU's $100 million.
Yeah,
you know, and you got to think LSU's thinking, wait, we're spending $100 million for these kids, and we're gonna get our butts whooped by Indiana, who spent nothing. You know, maybe Kirk Cignetti single-handedly will put it into this whole NIL kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Which this NIL got old pretty quick, I'm not going to lie.
It did.
I'm not against them getting paid.
Yeah, like pay them, but...
Yeah, but at the same time, it's gone
like
too far.
it's just a money game now.
Yeah, it's too far. You know, people are going to 6 schools. People are playing college till they're 29. You know, it's like there's just too much... It's like this isn't college ball anymore, you know? You gotta...
People just try and stay too long so they can... have a better career.
Or they just jump school to school to school. You know, every year it's pretty much just like a lot of guys, what they're doing is they see they're not good enough for the NFL. So they're going to almost like play it like the minor leagues, like make as much money as you can until your eligibility's up and then retire from college football. But I miss the days, man, whenever it meant something, you know?
Yeah.
Whenever also like when you signed into school, that was your school, you know? Like, I went to this school.
Yeah, but now it's just like...
Now the first overall draft pick's like... It's going to be like in the NFL when the poster comes up. You know, it's going to be like Fernando Mendoza. And he's going to list 5 schools or something. Yeah. You know, and it's like...
You're like, you didn't go to college for 4.
You were a freelance quarterback. That's what you were, you know? But, so... Anyway, that's my opinion on the NIL. I didn't know I had that opinion until now. I just kind of came out. Yeah.
It's a good opinion.
Thank you.
You want to talk about the mullet?
Yes. Long story short, well, the long story is kind of a short story.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I saw this mullet right there behind the camera, and I thought, I want to try that on. And I did, and I kind of like it. Let me know in the comments if I should keep it. Let me give a good view real quick.
I like it.
Yeah, my dad used to have one. It actually probably looked like he did in the 90s. He had like a real one back in like the...
Yeah.
His hair, my dad's hair was longer than my mom's hair when they got married.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. But
yeah, no, this fits you. This kind of, I feel like you would watch college ball.
I do, and NASCAR. I look like a NASCAR fan. NASCAR, college ball. I don't know. Do I look like an Alabama fan or a Georgia fan right now?
Georgia. I think the stash really brings out the Georgia side.
Georgia, okay. Yeah, I could see that.
I think if it was just the mullet, I'd go Bama. But with the stash.
Okay.
I would go Georgia.
Yeah, I think Georgia's good mix.
Maybe the hat too. But, dude, we had Wildcard weekend. Woo! So we had some crazy games. Is
your bracket still good?
No, my bracket has been broken.
So is mine. We're off by 1 game each though, right?
We were both off by 2, I think.
Really? I thought
I got all my NFC games right. You got 1 wrong. You got 1 wrong NFC, 1 wrong AFC. I got 2 AFC games off.
You're right. I had the Jags over Bills.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I had Jags over Bills. The 2 I got wrong was Jags, Bills, Steelers, Texans. You had Jags, Bills, Green Bay, Bears.
Yeah.
So NFC side, I was looking good, and then AFC kind of hurt me, but I was right with my one prediction that actually mattered for me.
Yeah.
But
although next week.
Hey.
You're right. Sorry.
We will get to that game. We got to start off with first game.
You're right.
Let's start off. The first slated game on Saturday was the LA Rams versus Carolina Panthers. Rams squeaked.
I was scared.
Out a win.
That was scary.
By 3 points.
Mm-hmm. That was scary, dude. Like I don't know if Carolina's sneakily a really good team, but I don't think they are. They just are good against the Rams for some reason.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm glad that LA won. I had them winning. I think that they'll go farther than the Panthers
would have. But honestly, though, it's like the Rams, I feel like, are kind of like losing their mojo right now. I feel like they're kind of like slowing down after that loss against the Falcons.
Yeah.
All that. It's like you should have crushed the Panthers.
You should have.
Panthers had a losing record.
Do you think maybe there was a little bit of them that was a little... They were in their own heads because they lost earlier in the year to them?
I don't know. But, like, Bryce Young and Matt Stafford weren't wicked far off, stats-wise. Really, the only thing Stafford had was 2 more touchdowns, passing touchdowns. But even then, he had an interception, 304 yards with Bryce Young's 264 against... What looked in the first half was Carolina was going to get blown out. LA was up, I think, 14-0. Then the Panthers finally scored, and then Rams got a thing, went back up 14 points going in the second half, and it's like...
Looking like what we expected.
Yeah, it was looking like we were expected, and like... If you watching the game, I was able to catch the first half, and it was just like, even though the Panthers were only down by 3 going into the second half, LA was just crushing the Panthers that first quarter. First quarter, it was looking bad. Most of the second quarter, Rams looked like they were just going to dominate. Panthers kind of came back a little bit, and it was pretty much an even there. Panthers only needed a field goal. To at least put into OT.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know if I trust this Rams
After
team.
this game, though, where would you put, Carolina coaching scenario in next season? Do you think they made a good enough run to try to stick with what they got, or you think they're going to make big changes?
I think they're going to stick with what they got just for the fact that they made the playoffs. If they had the same record and missed the playoffs, which literally was like the Falcons, or almost the Falcons, and all that. Like, you go 8-9 and miss the playoffs, I think it's a totally different story. They went 8-9 and still made the playoffs, which I don't know if is a good thing. But we'll see, like, with how you see this game against the Rams, I think they played really good against the Rams, which is a top team, and I don't think they're gonna change anything up drastically, just because of how close this game was. I would say if it was a blowout loss at home against the Rams in the playoff opener, I'd say okay, probably change some things up. But it was close. Like, Carolina took the lead back from the Rams in the second half. So I think everybody's safe in Carolina right now. How about you?
I think similar. I mean, the fact that you came very close to being a very good team in the wild card almost may give you just enough to hang on to your job, and Bryce Young's actually looking good, so definitely Bryce Young has nothing to worry about. He'll be the starter next year, which he's been benched before, but he really had like a little resurgence. He got a second chance and made the most of it, so good for him. I mean, you got two good running backs, Chuba and Rico, which, who do you go with? I mean, Rico made about as good of a case as you could for a starting job in his first starters, but they still kind of, they're kind of splitting them a little bit, riding the hot hand.
It's kind of reminding me of Patriots with Ramondre and Travion.
It's almost like they're their worst enemy. Like if you just committed to one, they could be really good.
Yeah, but they kind of are split between both of them.
Yeah. So, who knows? I mean, but yeah, I don't think Carolina. I think they have a lot of work to do, but I don't think they need to rebuild or anything.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I think they're good. But crazy stat. The Rams and the Panthers had the same amount of first downs this game.
Really?
They both had 21 first downs.
Wow.
Which is like shocking. If you would have told me that when the Rams were up in the first half, I would have said there's no way. Mm-hmm. And also, Rams with their penalties. They were one of the least penalized teams going into this game, and they had 9 penalties.
How much yards?
83 yards.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
They gave up more yards than they had rushing yards than Carolina.
Yeah.
Had a running back. So.
No, yeah. So that was one thing that was interesting to see, and like back-to-back penalties too. I remember there was back-to-back penalties with false start and then neutral zone infraction or offsides.
Yeah.
They just need to call it the same thing.
Yeah. Is it neutral zone infraction is like you're in the neutral zone. Isn't neutral zone infraction whenever you make contact, right?
No.
No? I thought you had to make contact.
It's just one's offensive and one's defensive.
But you can have an offsides on defense too. If you're like
Dude,
going around the edge, it's only like a line thing. Offsides on defense is like if you're not on like the defensive line, but you run around
Let's just call it all offsides.
Yeah, if you're not on the right side of the ball before the snap,
you're offsides.
Yeah, you're offsides.
It's like does it really matter?
It's
the same thing. So it's like why not just call it the same thing? Mm-hmm. So that's one thing I don't get. It would make it a little bit easier. But also like red zone wise, Panthers were 4 for 4 red zone. Wow. So. That's a little surprising.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not watch this game.
I watched part of it.
You watched part of it?
I watched part of it.
This was one that I missed. I missed this game.
No, but it like.
But I mean, I kept up with it enough to be shocked that I was so close. Mm-hmm. So.
No, yeah. If you saw what I saw, Panthers did not look like they were even going to be close to sniffing a win. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know if that's a Rams defense thing or a Panthers defense thing. Was the Rams defense just like lacking towards the end of it?
Maybe.
Or was the Panthers defense lacking too? Was it a good Panthers offense or was it a we really like don't know.
I mean, they picked off Matt Stafford, which is
difficult to do.
It is. He only 8 times this season. And also, 3 of them came in the same game.
It was looking scary for Matt Stafford fans. He got hit in the hand and he was shaking it. Yeah, no, and then he had a really bad third quarter. He missed a lot of easy throws in the third after the hand thing. So it was like looking like, oh, he may be done.
Yeah, but he's a tough cookie.
Yeah,
remember,
he was able to
with
bounce
the Lions,
back.
He broke his collarbone and stayed out there and finished the drive. He knows how to play.
But yeah, so not shocked that the Rams won, but shocked how close it was.
Mm-hmm. Shocked that they almost didn't.
Yeah, so Rams win, and then we go to what I think was one of the craziest games ever. You gotta feel for Packers fans.
100%.
You gotta feel for them. Big rivalry game. You're up 21-3 at the half, and you let the Bears score 25 points in the fourth to beat you.
It's embarrassing.
If
you're a Packers fan.
That's like
to have Caleb Williams grating cheese at the post game with his nails done, it's just that's a really bad defeat, Mm-hmm. How do you come back from that, especially because Packers started off so promising. At one point, they were the number 1 seed in the NFC. They were 9-3-1. You know, Micah Parsons trade was looking like a good deal. Jordan Love was looking good. You know, you lose Jordan Love for a little bit, then you lose Micah Parsons for a little bit. And so as a Packers fan, I feel like there's still a little bit of that, you know, if we didn't lose our big players, our two most valuable players. We lost them both, went on a 4-game win streak, and we got Jordan Love back, but on a 4-game win streak, there's only so much you could do, you know. They have a lot of young receivers, but none of them are really established yet. So I feel like there's still a lot of promise and a lot of, for lack of a better term, a lot of excuses for Packers fans to lean back on, you know.
I don't think so. I would disagree. Jordan Love had 4 touchdowns. Caleb Williams got intercepted twice. That's just you. I think it's just the Packers' defense.
Probably.
I think we should be blaming more the Packers' defense.
Possibly.
And also,
but as a Packers fan, though.
Yeah.
You don't have to burn the ships yet.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like, burn the Packer cheesehead down.
Yeah, but...
You know? But, yeah, this game was embarrassing. But I feel like season as a whole, you can walk away and be like...
and say...
There was a lot of unfortunate events that contributed to this.
That is very true. Also, you got to feel for the kicker. Green Bay's kicker. Missed the extra point in the fourth quarter. To make it a 3-point game to where all you have to do is go down and kick a field goal instead of a game-winning drive.
I will say, in these last 2 weeks, I hate at the same time, but also love the missed kicks that we've seen.
Yeah, it's great.
Because
it feels like football's, like old football is back.
You're not, it's almost like, since they've been able to warm up with the balls now, you know, and work them in, we've seen like 70-yard field goals, 68-yard field goals. So it's almost like a gimme. But then when the pressure's on, we're seeing some guys slip up, and it's almost like, okay, you know, doesn't matter how much you practice, the nerves still get to some of these guys, and that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it, you know, unless you're the one kicking, your team's the one kicking, then it's not fun. But
because the Packers could have sent it into OT. They were in range if they would have had that 1 point, because they could have just kicked the field goal.
You know, that
most likely make it. Not saying that they would have made it, but at least given a way better shot than just trying to throw it downfield.
100%.
But you have to resort to trying to throw a touchdown pass with 0 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, never fun. Yeah. But this game is especially sad for me because this was the first one that busted my bracket. Now the final 2 are still in play. As a whole, I'm out.
Our final bracket. Yeah, perfect brackets are busted.
Yeah.
Also, though, Caleb Williams had a great idea. I saw an Instagram reel. Bears were going. Actually, one of these interceptions was a smart interception by Caleb Williams.
I've never heard the term a smart interception.
Okay,
you got to give it to me.
So,
I don't know how I feel about that.
The Bears were at around the 50-yard line. It's fourth. I think it was 4th and 4. Bears decide to go for it. Caleb Williams throws it to the 20-yard line. This is rough yardage. It's around that. He gets picked off and he goes down at the 20-yard line. So if the Packer defender didn't intercept it, the Packers would have had it at the 50-yard line. But since he intercepted it, they started at the 20-yard line.
But is that as much smart interception as it is just luck for them? Because all the Packer defender needed to do is realize that and then drop it, you know?
But the Packers...
I feel like that's more of a bad play by the defense to not be aware of the situation.
My question is, I wonder if the Bears were thinking about that, though.
Maybe. Almost like you think Ben Johnson told Caleb, if you're going to get rid of it, throw a deep pick, maybe?
Yeah.
So if maybe I could see that.
Maybe not. But either way...
Ben Johnson does have some crazy ideas on offense, but none of them are to purposely get a turnover that I know of. But, I don't know.
But it was a smart pick to happen because you're either giving them a 50, start at the 50 or start at your 20.
I don't know if I would say smart. I would say...
Dumb by the Packers?
I would say dumb by the Packers, lucky by the Bears, and at most... It was smart to make the most of an awful situation. I don't know if I'd say it was a smart decision, but it was, choosing the lesser of two evils, I guess.
I think it was a smart decision.
Okay.
I think it was. That just feels Ben Johnson coded. Of like, you know what? Let's intentionally throw a pick. Because either way, they punt it. It probably gets fielded around the same area. But it's like, let's go for it. Try it. If it doesn't work and we get picked, we get picked.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. You never know. You never know. Was it? I didn't see the play. So was it like almost like too easy of a pick?
It was. It was like straight to the.
Okay, maybe he
straight
did it
to
on
the
purpose.
defender.
But even
like,
then, I don't know.
I feel like it wasn't just like this like crazy grab. It was like straight to him.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's a.
The thing is,
if it is purposeful, that's it. Maybe it was one thing like it's like, hey, if you got check your, check your marks, like. Check your options.
If there's nothing, just throw it.
And then if you don't have anything, then throw it. I could see that maybe. I don't know if I would call it smart though.
I think
I would call it maybe more of a salvage operation. Making the most of the worst.
Yeah. Okay. Now on to another game that was absolutely crazy. Buffalo Bills versus the Jags. Josh Allen gets his first road playoff win in his career. That's crazy.
That's awesome. Good for my boy, Superman.
And, like, it was close. Like, Jags were up. You got to feel bad for Trevor Lawrence throwing a pick to end the game. Going for the drive.
This definitely wasn't what Trevor Lawrence, he had such a good ending to the season in the last, 5 weeks. Definitely not what you wanted to see.
But I don't know. It was looking like Jacksonville had this. And then the Bills were just able to find their way back. Yeah. This hurts as, I was rooting for the Bills to lose. I was.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie about it. I was. As a AFC East,
enthusiast,
I was hoping the Bills would be eliminated. But they weren't. They actually, showed up. That tush push. Did you see the tush push that they did?
The 10-yard tush push?
The 10-yard tush push. That was crazy.
That was crazy. It was probably the longest tush push ever.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I was ready for it to push him into the end zone.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
With the momentum they had, they might have been able to go start at their 10 and go all the way, a 90-yard tush push.
Hey.
It might be possible. But Josh Allen, hey.
He didn't have, the greatest game either. 273 yards. It's not a bad game. But
it wasn't, insane.
Yeah, it wasn't insane by any means how you'd think a Josh Allen playoff game would go.
But he did what he needed to do. He got it done.
He did.
He got it done. And Liam Cohen, wigs off to you. Yeah. What was that the lady was saying? Hold your head up high.
Hold your head up high, young man.
Hi, young man. First year, he's had a very successful, maybe not. Yeah. Ben Johnson's had a more successful year.
Yeah.
But Liam Cohen, 13 wins. Taking over a team that only had 3 wins or 4 wins the year prior. Great job.
Yeah, to the playoff. But honestly,
if you're a Jacksonville fan, you're very happy.
You also got to think, though, would you rather go up against the Bills or the Packers in the playoff game?
Oh.
A 12-5 team or a 9-7-1?
100% rather play the Packers.
So,
and Ben Johnson still hasn't won as many games as Liam Cohen did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just happens one of
them. It just so happens they just happen to play a harder team, more difficult team.
Kind of fix this wig, sorry. It's bothering me. This is really itchy.
You don't have to keep it on.
No, I am committing to
Okay. I don't have anything to...
You have lice?
No.
Okay, good. Can wigs get lice? Do lice eat the hair? Or do they eat the scalp?
I don't know. I don't know if that's
lice. Are they bugs?
They're bugs.
Are they mites?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a mite?
We're off topic.
It's a good question.
Also, interestingly enough, both the Bills and the Jaguars had the same amount of first downs in this game with 20.
Do we see a trend?
The Bears and Packers weren't, but that's two games with the same amount of first downs.
Maybe. Was it AFC team? No, it wasn't. LAN. That wasn't AFC.
No, yeah. But NFC and an AFC side.
What about the seeds? Maybe we can find some sort of correlation.
Bills were...
it
doesn't even give me the seeding.
Was it 6-3?
Yep, 6-3 versus the... no, Panthers were divisional.
All right.
So it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, Bills win it. I don't really got too much to say. They won it. It was a crazy game.
Yep. Good for Josh Allen. His hopes are still alive.
Yeah.
I watched this game.
Okay, the 49ers
This was
Eagles
one
game.
I needed to watch this one.
This was a weird game.
It was. It was weird.
It was weird. What did you think of it?
I thought it was closer than it should have been.
Yes.
It definitely one of those games that you look and you're like, on paper, like the score didn't really reflect how it felt in the moment, you know? Like, Philadelphia Eagles did not look good in this game.
No.
They did not. But on the flip side, San Fran didn't look their full potential either. But they still looked pretty good. They're moving the ball. They lost George Kittle. And this is a big one.
Yeah.
Achilles. He'll probably be out. You know, hopefully he'll be back next season. Thankfully, he's got a whole season. But, man, just when you think, you know, they've seen greener pastures. There's a pothole in the greener pastures, and your star player falls in it and breaks his ankle. You know, so it's like, But overall, San Fran got a win against the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah. Away, too. They were in Philly.
They were in Philly. So, at the end of the day, you know, it's a big win for San Fran.
They did what they did.
At this point, any week where you win is a big week considering the injuries you've had. It's like if you just win a game, you walk away and you're just like, we did it. You know,
A win is a win. It wasn't the prettiest win, but it was a win.
And it makes you think. I heard this saying, and it's like, if Kyle Shanahan had Philadelphia's roster, he would have gone 17-0.
Probably.
You know, and I have to agree with him. The fact that you've won 13 games with practice squad players, very impressive.
Which I think Kyle Shanahan just needs to get the practice fields away from where they are now. Have you seen the conspiracy
the
theories?
theories of the energy fields?
Yeah,
Yep. I was just about to bring that up.
From that, I think we'll definitely dive more deep into it in an off-season episode. But yeah,
it would be. You know what's even crazier? If it came out that Taylor Swift owned those energy fields.
I think honestly, I do believe the electromagnetic field things with the.
I mean, it makes sense.
Transfusers or whatever it is.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like weakens
I
it.
don't understand it.
But you got to think like it makes sense. The team with the most injury, like the correlation there is like the team with the most injuries is the 49ers, and it's the only team that's by one of the energy things. So
not even the Jets, who are known for their MetLife Stadium.
Yeah.
Known for breaking.
Hey,
Achilles
but you know what?
knees and
I'd
stuff.
much rather practice next to those electromagnetic fields than touch MetLife.
Well, that's the thing.
Personally.
Even though you'd rather do that, the evidence is that
No,
the
it's
electronic fields.
Don't care.
You don't care.
I don't want to touch MetLife. That place is scary.
Yes. It is scary, but I mean, in just Jets injuries versus 49ers injuries. 49ers injuries are through
Yeah,
the
but
roof.
the Jets don't play good enough.
That's a good point.
Because they're not, like...
They give up halfway through the game anyway.
Yeah, they only play the first quarter, and then they're already down by so much they don't even try.
Fair enough.
So it's like, you're looking at one quarter, so you're looking at 17 quarters for the Jets, not even because they're not fully at home, so it's like, you're looking at like 8 quarters that they actually play at home, actually.
Yeah.
So...
Very true.
But yeah, congratulations to 49ers. I don't think they make it past this next round.
Unfortunately, I don't think
without
so either.
Kittle.
Unfortunately, I'd like to say the game, you know, like it's hard to beat a team twice. You know, they just played Seahawks. I'd like to think Shanahan does his magic, you know, and figures out a good game plan. But I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Yeah. But, you know, it's crazy. NFC West teams are 3 of the final 4 teams in the NFC.
You're right. Yeah,
This
that's
is
weird.
This is potentially what we could have gotten last year with the NFC North. But we had some chokers. So, and that's another thing to think about. Sam Darnold last year went 14-3 with the Minnesota Vikings. Very similar statistical year. Very good, but struggled a little bit turning the ball over. Choked in the playoffs.
Will we see that again?
Will we see it again? We've seen he's repeated himself everything. Will he do it again? Will he choke in the playoffs?
We'll see. Well, let's
Because
move
Kyle
on.
Shanahan won't. Kyle Shanahan won't choke.
His
players might, but he won't.
Yeah, you're right. Let's move on.
And by that, I mean physically choke. With their luck this year, a player might physically choke.
Oh, yeah, no, actually. Yeah. Weakened esophagus. Or
yeah, the electronic fields are just going to...
Yeah. Let's move on to, I think, what I would consider game of the week. Patriots beat the Chargers in Foxborough.
I don't know about game of the week, my man.
This was game of the week. No, this is defensive game of the week.
Defensive? Game? Are you serious?
This was a defensive game.
Not game of the week. Did you see what happened?
Defensive game of the week.
That's the defensive game. Okay. Y'all can't see what I'm pointing at, but he knows.
No.
That was the defensive game.
No, it wasn't. I mean, talking both sides.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, but we have Patriots versus Chargers. Patriots win 16-3. You know what? Very surprising. We had a lot of away wins.
Well, y'all did have just a lot of wins in general, but a lot of away wins. Yeah.
Yeah, there were more away teams that won than.
You were what, 6-3
Which
home?
is surprising.
6-3 home, 8-0 away.
No. I mean like just for the playoffs.
Oh, for the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Yeah.
We only had.
What was the deal?
We only had 2 home teams win, which is interesting because usually you're like, hey, home's an advantage.
For sure.
Not really.
Apparently not.
But yeah, what were you saying about the deal?
It wasn't a deal we made. I was thinking of another podcast that I listened to.
Oh.
And for some reason I thought it was us, but it wasn't.
We're not that good yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patriots wins.
I think it was Rich Eisen. He was talking about, he's like, he was like, is it absurd to say I think away teams go undefeated this week? And I mean, he wasn't 100% right.
He was pretty close. He was
pretty close.
He was pretty close.
Rich Eisen, you are the man.
Yeah. Patriots beat the Chargers. They only held the Chargers to 3.
Yes.
Which isn't saying a lot because that O-line is bad. But it's still Justin Herbert.
It is.
It's still Justin Herbert.
Poor Justin Herbert, though.
Yeah, dude, he got hurt.
He did.
Dude, that final sack by Milton Williams, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, I feel like this whole season looks like it hurts Justin Herbert mentally and physically. I feel like he's just in a bad spot,
Yeah.
And he's taking it like a champ. He always takes credit for it, even though everyone knows it's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
It's usually somebody else.
Yeah, and you'd think, Jim Harbaugh, I learned.
Harbaugh
is a good coach. You would think he would figure out how to fix the O-line. He can do everything else. But you think
they're putting in literally the worst linemen in the NFL this season.
Yeah, I literally think each one is ranked last individually.
Except for one. One's 28 or 38 out of 39.
Yeah,
But yeah, you have the 41st ranked center. That's bad.
There's only 32 starting centers in the NFL.
Yeah, and
that means
41.
there's 7 backups better than your starter.
Yeah, that's rough. But Patriots struggled first half. I'm going to admit that. But also, Drake May's first playoff performance.
It is.
Do you expect a first playoff game to go that well? Do you expect him to ball out?
If it's your first I'll give him some first game jitters.
Yeah, but by the end of it, he was looking good. He got that pass to Hunter Henry for the touchdown.
Which I'll admit it's a good thing they're playing the Chargers because you don't want jitters against some of the bigger teams. You know? But they started off good. They drew good.
Yeah.
In who they were playing.
Yeah, but hey, we beat an 11-6 team, and I still see people hating.
Yeah.
I'm like, we just won against a 11-6 team that the Texans only beat by 4.
This is true.
A couple months ago.
This is true.
And we beat them by more than 4. We beat them by 13.
This is true. Very true. But this conversation is about to settle itself.
Yes. Okay. But all I'm saying is, I don't want to hear nothing about strength of schedule. We beat a playoff team.
I'll give it to you. They are strength of schedule. They did have an easy schedule. But that being said, they're legit. They're legit. And
we just had some odd plays in the first half with those 2 fumbles by Drake.
Don't get me started on fumbles, man.
It was just it was a rough start, but we came back.
Yeah.
He didn't let that bog him down.
Yep. That's good. That's what you want to see.
I do gotta say, we'll combine this next game since it's both of our teams.
Okay.
Texans, Steelers, beating them. Drake May threw 4 more yards than CJ Stroud against I would say,
dude, I'll give it to you right now. C.J. Stroud looked awful.
Yes, he did.
He looked awful.
But Drake Maye and C.J. Stroud both had very similar stats.
Really, stats overall.
Statistically
Drake Maye had
wise,
5 fumbles.
No, he didn't have. Okay, he didn't have that many fumbles. But other than that, each had an interception. Yeah. Drake had a little bit more yards, not as many fumbles.
Yeah, I think CJ's fingers were cold or something.
Not as many rushing yards.
Yeah.
Drake Maye led the Patriots in rushing yards.
Yeah.
With 66. That's crazy.
Yeah. Good for him though for, doing it himself.
Yeah.
Getting it done.
But
he's very good. I'll admit there were the people I were watching it with. There was a couple people saying Stroud should be benched for Davis Mills.
Really?
And the voice sounded a lot like mine. I'm not going to say it was mine, but it sounded a lot like mine.
Oh my goodness.
But I love CJ. I love him, but sometimes you got to make business decisions,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I'll give my closing remarks to the Patriots game.
Yeah, sorry,
so then you can go and give your remarks.
You go. Yeah, you do. You can talk all you want about that. You've earned it.
Man, it feels good. A home playoff win feels great. So we'll be, I'm excited for this weekend. I'm a little nervous, but I think that's good. That shows that we have something to lose, which always feels good. It kind of shows like, man, we have something to lose, and that means we have something. Patriots get it done. 13 over the Chargers. J-Mike, take it away with the Monday Night Football game.
Monday Night Football!
Yeah, final Monday Night Football game of the year. And I got to throw this stat out here before we get into it. This was the Steelers' first Monday night loss at home since the 90s.
Which is crazy. Mike Tomlin's first and last loss on Monday Night Football with the Steelers.
That's crazy to think that this was their first home loss in Mike Tomlin's career.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Texans retired 2 legends in one night.
Okay, so you think A-Rod's going to retire?
I think A-Rod's out. I think he hinted at it during the season.
Yeah.
But then again, he also looked pretty mad in the conference, so maybe he wants something else. Maybe he's might go on another ayahuasca trip and come back with some new ambition. You never know.
Yeah.
But I think Mike Tomlin's for sure done. Step down.
Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. You did see that.
Yeah. I know.
Well, last week you didn't see that Harbaugh got fired. So.
I didn't. Yes, that's very fair. I did see this week.
But yeah.
Step down, not fired.
Yeah.
Step down.
Which means he's going to take a year off and most likely go to another team.
Possibly.
That's what I saw.
Or do you think this was he's done so much for the franchise, the ownership didn't want to fire him. They wanted to give him the option to step down. Almost like hey, we're done with you, but we want you to do it on your own terms. No, because it was
his they didn't say anything about his contract, though. He still has his contract for next year.
True, but, you can find ways around that. Mm-hmm.
But who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? Anyway, either way, Mike Tomlin, one of the best
mid coaches ever.
Yes, best mid coach.
He
never had a losing season.
Nope, never. That's
years.
Impressive.
Yeah, it really is impressive. But the actual defensive game of the week.
This was not the Steelers had okay. You're right. Sorry, I wasn't able to watch all of it.
CJ.
Which aren't you glad I'm not dogging on Stroud? I could be.
You could be, but I would respect it. I dogged on to myself. I've dogged on my own quarterback a couple of times. So, I think, as always, this whole season, there were huge bigs for the Texans and some pretty big lows, too. We overcame the lows. We allowed 0 touchdowns today, despite fumbling and turning it over today. Yesterday. 0 touchdowns, despite fumbling it and turning it over on the 20-yard line.
I do have something to say.
Go for it.
Back to the Patriots game real quick.
It's okay.
The Chargers had it in the red zone with that fumble recovery. They were in the red zone, and they didn't score. Mm-hmm.
There's still a lot of people going for it.
Yeah, our defense was good. Back to you.
No,
back to the game. I just had to bring that up. I forgot about it. I wanted to bring it up.
We're co-hosts. You can jump in at any time. I do it all the time, and it probably frustrates you. I lost my train of thought.
Defensive game of
the week. Texans defense looked scary. Pass rush got home. Had 2 strip sacks against Aaron Rodgers. I think we talked a little bit off camera how there was a potential concern. Texans don't feint their defense any. They don't try to disguise coverages or pass rushes. They're known for just showing you what they're doing, and then they're like, this is what we're doing, try to beat us anyway. And they're really good at that. Kind of concerned us a little bit. We're talking about it because Aaron Rodgers is from the era of Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
He kind of played before that in that style, that more aggressive style defense. So, and kind of concerned me a bit. Maybe he was going to have some prime Aaron Rodgers moments looking against that defense.
He did have a prime Aaron Rodgers moment. This night for Rodgers kind of reminds me of that GIF where the helmet's like half off and he's like,
yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's what I was picking up from.
For sure. Hey,
Rodgers.
he ended his career, if he does retire, with a touchdown. To Kalen Bullock, the Texans safety. But Texans scored 2 defensive touchdowns, fumble recovery, interception. Their defense outscored the Pittsburgh offense, which means that the offense never had to even take the field, and we still would have won the game, which is pretty impressive to think about.
True.
We actually might have done a little better. Anyway, rush game looked good. Woody Marks looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Offensive line really bad against the pass, but we're starting to pick it up against the rush somehow. So we're able to move the ball, which is really good because a big thing with our defense is we got to give them rest. We can't just keep sending them out there and telling them to do the dirty work for us. So even if we can just hold on to the ball, run it, just getting within 50 yards for Kami Fairbairn, if we can just control the ball, we have really good odds at winning a game. If we just don't turn it over, if we just move the ball, and the rush game helps us do that. It also takes pressure off of CJ that he doesn't have to throw every play. Obviously, just having a good defense and a good rush game can take you a lot of places. Pittsburgh, this is kind of how we expected their season to end. Whenever with the Baltimore win, that was so close to being a loss. We didn't really expect them to go far in the playoffs. Texans, though, they have probably the toughest game all season. Going up to, you're right. Going up to Foxborough, which you remember what I told you a couple podcasts ago. I said, of all the northern teams, outdoor stadium, there's only one that really concerned me, and it was Foxborough. And that's the one place we go.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. If Jags beat Bills, we were going to Denver instead.
Yeah.
So that kind of didn't play well for us. But on the bright side, and I'm not saying we can get into predictions a little later.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in the event the Texans beat the New England Patriots and the Bills beat the Broncos, Houston will host the AFC Championship game.
Conference game.
And I would sell my kidney to go to that game. So that's exciting. So yeah. Anyway,
honestly, you probably could get tickets. We know some people.
We do.
Yeah. We'll talk about it after, but.
Yeah, I didn't know we know people.
We know people.
We know people?
Yeah, we know.
Apparently I know people. I didn't know that.
But yeah. Dude, I was hoping more from the Steelers. Just to at least put up a fight. Which they didn't do. Really.
Yeah. What did you think of Texans defense matching up against Drake Maye? How are you feeling about that?
Do we want to move on from you got anything else, Texans?
I'm good. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't really have anything else.
I
wasn't able to catch as much as I was hoping.
I'll end it with this. Looking at the score, it seems like a blowout. Watching the game, it was a lot more nerve-wracking than the score let out to be.
Houston scored 23 points in the fourth.
Yeah.
So
and most of those were on defense. So it was one of those games where it was a lot closer than the score makes it look like. A lot closer. It just once we got rolling a little bit, then that's when it was kind of garbage time scoring, if you will, So
and like that at the end of the game, I saw them show the stadium and there was nobody there.
Yeah,
that was sad to see. Especially Aaron Rodgers' last game, and it's
as he was walking
there as he's walking out.
Somebody else, Aaron, retire.
Yeah, but I don't really got much to say. So let's start. We are in the divisional round of the playoffs.
One
8 teams, 4 games, 1 spot to win the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So that's in a couple weeks. But let's start out Saturday, early time slot. We have Buffalo at Denver. Denver's first game of the playoffs. What are we thinking of it? Anybody you eyeing?
I mean, I'm eyeing just Josh Allen. I mean, who else do you eye?
Yeah,
on the
there's
Bills
nobody
team?
else in the Bills to eye.
Not really.
No, yeah, you're right.
But he's a lot to eye if that tracks. Denver has a great defense. They've got a lot of one-score games, and if it's a one-score game, that means Josh Allen just has to score once. He's one clutch moment away from winning it, and I don't like that. If you have
you can't have Josh Allen clutch up every single week.
Yeah.
To win these games.
You can't. But at the same time, if you're Denver Broncos, I personally would hate to be in a position where the Buffalo Bills are one drive away from knocking you out of the playoffs and you see Josh Allen get out there. I would hate to see that,
Yeah.
Josh Allen, it's not good that he has to carry his team, but he's really good at it, at carrying his team of all players, So, I think it's going to be exciting. Are we doing predictions now? Predictions now?
Let's predict
I'm going to say Bills get it done.
Okay. Is that sticking with your bracket?
No, it is not.
Oh, because you had Bills out.
I had Bills out first round. And then I did have Jacksonville over Denver.
Okay.
So I'm still having Denver.
Either way, you have Denver
divisional exits in their first playoff game.
So you think Bo Nix will not win a playoff game this season?
I do not. No, I don't think their offense is clicking as good as Josh Allen and the Bills are. I don't think their defense is good enough to hold them off. I could definitely see it being a one-scorer, though. But I think that Josh Allen's going to carry his team to victory and at least get him to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have 1 versus 5 seed. Oh, this is so difficult. Because I agree with you on, final drive, but give me Denver.
Really?
They're at Mile High. Can Josh Allen go back-to-back road game wins? He just won his first one. Mm-hmm. He's only won 1 road game. And that was against Jacksonville. In a warm climate. I don't know. Give me Denver.
Okay.
Barely, though. I think it's going to be barely. Mm-hmm. I'm not very confident on this, but I feel like I have to go with Denver. I don't know if I trust that Bills. Oh, you can only clutch so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are we going to rely on Josh Allen to, Super Bowl comes along. Let's say they make it. Are you expecting Allen to clutch up again? I'm not. I think his clutch runs out. Give me Denver over Buffalo.
Valid.
Next, we got the 1 versus 5 seed Seattle. San Fran's going all the way back up to Seattle again. What we thinking?
We kind of hinted on it a little before when we were talking about San Fran and their injuries and who they're facing.
Yeah, I think this can be a quick one.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately 2 weeks ago, we had the same matchup, so it's not like it's a new matchup for us. Mm-hmm. And I see more of the same, Kyle Shanahan's a great coach. Brock Purdy has played really well in 3 of the last 4 games. But yeah, no, I got to go Seattle. I think they're complete. They're fantastic. They're home. Mike McDonald's got a good crew down there. Great defense. Offense is rolling really well. In the event that Sam Darnold doesn't choke, then I think they're going to make it look pretty easy. And I do think, you can, just like you mentioned with Josh Allen, Kyle Shanahan can only do so much.
Who?
Kyle Shanahan?
You said Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan.
Or Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan.
You switched Kyle.
Yes, the Shile.
K and the Sh.
Yes, Shile.
But,
good old Shile. Yeah, he can only do so much with the bum roster.
And he's not even on the field.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do on that sideline.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can coach good players, but you can't make them good,
Yeah. Well, you can, though. Practice.
Yeah, I guess so. But, that's sometimes bad.
Which, isn't it interesting? On Saturday, we have the battle of the 1 versus 5 seeds. And then on Sunday, we have the battle of 2 versus 6 seeds.
Wow, they're all making it.
All the seeds are the same. Seeding on both sides. It's a 1 versus 5 and 2 versus 6.
Texans are 6. They are 6.
Yeah.
I forgot their wild card team because of the Jags.
Yeah. So, very.
It's possible matchups. AFC gets 2 wild card teams in the championship.
It's true. It's honestly possible for there to be all wild card teams.
It is possible.
Which would be weird.
For the sake of it, it would be fun.
It'd be cool. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want that, but it would be cool.
That'd probably be the first time in NFL history that's ever happened.
Yeah, I think so.
Excuse me.
Now, on to Sunday. First time slot. We have Houston at New England in Foxborough. Y'all are lucky it's not a night game. I think that would be a little bit more difficult just with the cold.
Yep, very true.
So during the day, it'll be a little bit warmer.
You take this one.
You want me to take this one? You want me to take this one? You a little nervous? You a little nervous there, buddy?
I want you to take it.
I think the Texans' defense is going to be exposed for not being the Legion of Boom levels. It's not going to be... What was your nickname for the Texans?
The Hive, because they swarm. The H-Town Hive.
The H-Town Hive. Call Drake Maye the beekeeper, because he's about to smoke y'all. Our defense played really good against the Chargers. Really good against the Chargers. The best I have seen the New England defense, I think, all year. That was my biggest worry, was our defense. And seeing how the Texans' offense was against the Steelers' defense, which is not saying a lot because it's the Steelers' defense, and seeing how Stroud struggled there, and seeing how Milton Williams just manhandled Herbert. I think Williams may kill Stroud by accident.
By accident.
At least
it's by accident.
Yeah, by accident. But I think this is going to be I think this is going to be a close game. I do. I think both defenses. I think that New England defense is getting hot right now. Really interested to see how Drake Maye plays in his second playoff start. I think he has the jitters off. He has the jitters off. Give me New England. I gotta go New England. I gotta go. This was a matchup I wasn't hoping for, but this is the one we have.
The Drake Dynasty.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
I agree with some of what you're saying. I do think it's gonna be a close one. I think it's gonna be a defensive showdown. Not even if New England's defense wasn't good, just with the level of offense, I think it would be a close one. You know, you don't have to be a good defense to hold the Texans' offense too much.
Yeah.
I think Drake Maye's a good quarterback. I think he's better than good. I think he's probably the second best quarterback in the NFL right now. They're playing really good. They're home, which unfortunately actually isn't much of an advantage.
Yeah, it's not as much of an advantage. But that's just because we're young.
But that being said...
But also, this is playoff home game.
That's playoff home game.
That's different.
Yes. Now, the Texans' defense, though, let's just be honest. Let's just look at what we've done. We have made a lot of really good quarterbacks make a lot of really big mistakes.
Yep.
And I think even you would agree with this. Drake Maye has not faced a defense this intimidating in his career.
I would agree.
Yeah. Now, so I think I'm not gonna say Drake Maye is gonna.
Chargers defense is, I think, roughly the 8th ranked defense in the NFL. So that's highly
not
ranked
bad.
defense.
It's not bad. Are they number 1?
No, they're not. But it's not like we went up against the cupcake defense.
This is true. New England, with all due respect, they're great. They're fantastic. I'm gonna take Houston. I'm gonna ride.
Of course. We're gonna ride it.
I'm gonna ride it out. You know, I'll even make a deal with you.
Okay.
I'll wear a New England jersey. I don't have one, but if we get some sort of merch, I'll wear it to church afterwards the next Sunday.
Really?
For the divisional game.
For conference?
Conference championship. I'll wear it to church.
Okay.
If you'll do the same with the Texans. Loser wears the other's merch to church. Merch to church outlet. I'm willing to make that deal.
I'm not a big merch to church guy in general. I wouldn't even.
Not even if your team.
Not even if it's for my own team. No, not even for my own team. No.
Wow. Is it like a religious reason?
Sunday mornings are reserved not for football. For me.
I respect that.
That's why I'm not a big fan of 4-1 games.
Okay.
Digs into the church time.
I respect that. I guess no deal then, but in my heart,
we can figure something out.
We'll figure
out a deal. I'll take a deal. One of us has to wear the other person's team's merch
to somewhere.
We'll
figure out where.
Which I feel like it wouldn't be as bad for me because we are in Houston.
Yeah.
For you, it would be a little worse because you have to wear New England stuff in Texas.
Which would be tough. I'm sure I would catch a lot of haters.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going Houston. I think their defense is really good. I think Drake Maye hasn't faced this level of defense yet. Mm-hmm. I think similar to yours.
But has the Texans faced this level of offense? This level of quarterback, I should say. Have they faced a Matt Stafford this year? Have they faced an MVP quarterback? They haven't.
They faced the reigning MVP quarterback, Josh Allen, and forced him 2 picks and 0 touchdowns.
Reigning, not current. Well,
technically there's not a current.
Technically there's not a current MVP.
But
Josh
running, no. But we have seen them play high-level quarterbacks in Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes, we can get on to whether he's a high-level quarterback. I don't think he's top 5 this year. Maybe pushing top 10. But anyway, we forced him to a bad game. Mm-hmm. We forced just about everybody we've played to. Texans have...
You guys barely beat the Herb.
The Herb. This is true.
Herbinator.
The Herbinator.
You guys barely beat him.
We barely did, but we did beat him.
You guys did.
And the Texans are really good at just squeaking by. And I think they're going to squeak by. I think it's going to be a close game. I think defense is going to look really good. I'm hoping that C.J. Stroud...
Looks better.
I think similar. I think he had some jitters. I think.
Yeah, but this is his 3rd year.
This is his 3rd year, but he had
some. And you have jitters 3rd year.
It's true, but this was his first away win.
That is true.
In the playoffs, in the cold weather. So this was a good warm up to Foxborough. We know that they can play in cold weather. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they're going to fumble as much.
Well, the defense can.
Defense, yes.
Offense still.
Well, offense, though, whenever we weren't fumbling it.
CJ Stroud can, which I feel like that was like the one person I was actually worried about.
Yeah, but if you think about it, we ran the ball really well. Christian Kirk came up big time. 8 receptions, 144 yards, and a touchdown. Played really well. CJ's connection with him was really good. CJ definitely has a lot to work on, but I think him and DeMeco are gonna have a meeting, some good practice. I think Houston's gonna come into Foxborough, and I think they're gonna get the job done.
All I gotta say is I don't see DeMeco Ryans bleeding at the end of games, like Mike Vrabel.
No, I will say this is exciting because this is the first time where both coaches played linebacker for the team they're coaching.
Yeah,
and they're playing each other.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's nice to see.
I think could we get them to do like an Oklahoma drill after the game, just DeMeco versus Vrabel. That would be fun. Or maybe just like an honorary snap where they both play in their old pads. They actually captain from the middle linebacker position. How fun would that be?
That'd be an interesting.
I feel like both of them could still semi-play.
Oh yeah, no.
One play, they could put it in
for sure.
Now they may coach the rest of the game with a concussion.
Yeah.
But as long as they both have concussions, then we can call it the CTE Bowl.
You're right.
Yeah.
No,
but this idea.
I have a question. Are you gonna watch the game?
100%.
Dude, I don't know if I will. I get too nervous watching games. I do. I get really.
No, this is. I pace nervous. A lot.
Yeah, no, I don't want. If I watch it, my heart rate is gonna be a solid 150.
This is a game. I usually don't scream at my TV. This is a game where I will.
Should we watch it together?
Dude, I'd be down to watch it together.
I don't know if I'd be more nervous or not.
I'm getting shivers just thinking.
I know
it's. Dude, but at the same time, you gotta love the pressure, man.
Yeah, the pressure.
You gotta love it.
No, well, I was at pickleball. I was playing pickleball while the Chargers Patriots game was going on, and it was like I don't even want to look at my phone right now because I don't want to. My biggest fear is picking that up and seeing we're down by 30.
Yeah, I was at volleyball whenever Texans were playing Pittsburgh, and I was on my way home because I left early to go watch the game. And then on my way, I called my brother, and I was like, hey, I'm on my way over to watch the game with you. And he was like, well, get here quick because we are playing really bad. And that's when I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I got there, and by really bad, we were only down 3-0. So really bad wasn't catastrophically bad. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Big game for both of us.
But I'm letting it ride with H-Town. The H-Town Hive.
I think we can we confidently say that whoever's team beats each other's teams. So the winner of this game will root for in the conference championship. All the way to the Super Bowl.
I got to be honest. If Josh Allen makes it and Texans don't, I want to see Josh Allen.
So if it's like New England versus Buffalo.
I'm going to root for Josh Allen.
Man, dude, I was going to go for the Texans, but I don't know if I can root for the Texans now.
I mean...
If you're not willing to root for the Pats, who really struggled the past couple of seasons.
It's true, but it's Josh Allen. The guy...
I don't think
this is his one chance to get it. You don't think he deserves it? I feel like he really does.
No, because if he wins, a cupcake schedule. Go win against the Patrick Mahomes. Do it.
Well, if you want to talk, I mean, they faced similar caliber teams with New England Patriots.
No, but what I'm saying is Buffalo is just waiting for the newer, smaller teams. The not as big ones.
Oh, you mean he's winning whenever Lamar is...
Yeah, like he's just like his biggest competition he's not playing against. Do it when you are playing against your biggest competition. Of Mahomes, of Burrow, of Lamar.
Fair point. That's a fair point.
Do it when against your people. Like Drake May, he's going to do it against a Bo Nix, against a CJ Stroud.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe.
Maybe, but
if
I'm
he
saying
does
like
he does it.
In the next years, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. I will say, even though I'll be rooting for Josh Allen, I'll be very happy for Drake May if he wins it. I'll be very happy for him. I'm not going to throw my hat up the TV.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not, in that scenario. I would be.
You won't be mad.
Yeah, I'll be happy for the winner. Mm-hmm. You know, I'll be very happy if I see Josh Allen hoist a Super Bowl trophy. I'll be very happy if I see Drake May do it too.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's more like division.
Yeah, I'm just happy that there's teams in the Final Four
that you can root for any of them. Kind of.
Yeah, that like I'll be super glad to see Seattle or 49ers win. I'd be really happy. I'm not gonna lie. The only person I really don't
is Denver.
Denver
and Chicago for me.
Chicago
Denver
is what I was going to say.
Chicago for me.
I feel like Caleb Williams hasn't had enough struggles early in his career yet.
Yeah.
To deserve. You know, I feel like we look at all those young quarterbacks. They've all struggled at some point in their career before they made it this far. Caleb Williams, he had one losing season.
Yeah.
Those are rookie numbers. You know, literally.
Well, so did Drake May.
It's true, but I think Drake May has earned it more. You know, I feel like. Anyway, all that to say, I feel like Caleb Williams needs another losing season to mold him into a better quarterback before, you know? Yeah. So, and also I'm just not a fan of the Bears. The Bears. Not a big fan of them.
Well, since we just spent what felt like, I think, 20 minutes talking about our teams, which I'm not surprised, they're our teams. Let's move on. LA at the Bears. What do we think?
I'm going weather.
Weather, Rams. Give me the Rams. I think they're just a better overall team than Chicago. Rams are kind of iffy, but I just think veteran Matthew Stafford can get it done against the Bears.
I'm going to go Bears.
He used to play in Detroit, so it's not like can't play even though they played inside in Ford Field. He's played up north.
Yeah, Devontae played in Green Bay.
So... Give me the Rams.
Yeah, give me the Rams too. I mean, I just look at if there's a situation where LA goes up 21-6 like Green Bay, they're not gonna lose it.
Yeah, I don't see them choking like Green Bay would.
Yeah. So I think for that reason I'm going Rams. I don't think they're gonna make. I mean, it was just simple math. Yeah. The Bears had a close game against the Green Bay Packers, and the Rams are a much better team than the Green Bay Packers.
For sure.
So, for that reason only, I'm going Rams.
Agreed. Well, those are our picks. Any closing statements, anything you want to add?
Makes me sad that that's all the picks we have. Cause
I know.
I'm happy that we're so close to it, but I'm so sad that we're so close to the end.
I know, dude.
What are we going to do in the off season?
Dude, I don't know. We only really got... After this weekend, we only got one more week of like normal-esque football with the conference championships. Yeah. And then we're like, Super Bowl is not really like a football weekend.
It's really not. It really kind of comes and goes.
Yeah. You know? So it's like, this is, I feel like, last, honestly, normal football weekend where we have like multiple games in a day.
It really is.
Well, I think that's it for us.
I believe it is.
I think it's time to go out and have some fun. I think I'm glad we'll both be able to be gentlemen after the New England
Speak for
Texans
yourself.
game.
I'm gonna trash talk will flow.
I think I want to be respectful about it.
I'll be respectful about it too.
Agreed. Respect.
Agreed. Respect.
For next week.
Respect.
Okay. Respect. This is we have integrity here.
We do. And you know, if it was the Chiefs, no respect. But New England, I'll take my hat off to them. If
I respect the Texans. I really do.
I respect.
They're
the
like
New
one of my
England
favorite
Patriots.
teams.
As long as the balls are inflated, I will respect them. You know,
the balls were never not inflated. Purposefully.
It's starting already.
Purposefully.
But what was it? A mosquito came and just.
No, it was the cold weather.
Cold weather.
And I don't think there's anything in the rule book saying that you can't have a little bit deflated balls. They changed it after, I think, but.
Is it? Wow. I'll have to look into that one. But anywho,
but
I respect New England.
I respect the Texans.
I will. May the best team win.
May the best team win. Well, record-wise, the better team. You know, if the Texans do win.
I mean, winning streak-wise.
Yeah, but
we could go apples and oranges here. You know.
Yeah, you could. You could.
So, but that's the fun thing. We'll find out. We're gonna find out.
Okay.
Who's better? It's gonna answer itself.
Patrick Mahomes came out. Well, let's call it there. Thank you all so much for listening to this podcast.
Why did I want to close in prayer for a second? I don't know. I was like, let's pray.
let's pray over our teams real quick.
I mean, we may need to.
Protect
This
Drake.
is our Colts. We need a song for ours.
Yeah. We'll figure something out for the Patriots and Texans. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, share this to all your football-loving friends and family.
Yep.
Let
us know what a louse is. And what do they eat? Louses.
Louse?
Louse?
What's a louse?
The lice.
Oh, lice.
Yeah, I want to know, what do they eat? What are they?
Okay. Yeah. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Bite!